Jack, would you stop it? There he is.
What? What in the world? With his propensity for his technology to explode on him, he's taking a massive risk.
I'm concerned. I'm very concerned for him. Now that explains why he wasn't responding to us, because he doesn't have headphones on. What is he eating?
We have no
Is that
idea.
popcorn?
We have no idea what he's doing. This is great radio, by the way.
Yes, for those who are
at least he got the garbage bags out. He went into his closet and grabbed some garbage bags and put them over the some of the stuff in there. Are you okay?
Nope.
Oh, wait, there's more.
He's got to uncover his microphone in the garden and his headphones.
Everything that has been nearly champagne soaked.
I was ready. This is why I prepared. There's very little that can be damaged
from YouTube.
All right. No, I know. You can. I knew that was a risk we would take, but these are those
are those the goggles you use to fix your lawnmower with when you're inevitably having?
I can't see anything. Am I on? What's going on? Who's there?
Yes. Sadly, America can see you.
Hi, Jack.
Geez,
there you go.
Oh my gosh! All right.
So you must have usused the real stuff.
Well, yeah.
Did you?
Only the finest.
Not much left, to be honest. That worked a lot. Yeah, that was the most expensive they had at Super Saver. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you've given up on Hy-Vee. I see.
That's too bad.
Well, there it is. I mean, did you ever think it was possible to have such a weekend?
Hold on. I ran out.
Oh, wait.
All right. We need a second one. We need a second
one. Because he poured it all over himself.
Yeah, let's hopefully this one is not shaken up. Oh, crap. Oh, boy.
Oh my God, the video froze. I think he killed himself.
These things are wild, All right. Oh,
well, yeah, especially when you're in a small room. There you go. There you go. Enjoy.
I surround this drink like I do Ryan Kalkbrenner. What do you guys want to talk about? Husker football?
Let's talk about the Creighton women's game. The women's game, that was a good result.
I had a great time.
What? Obviously, your level of euphoria is very high right now.
I had a good weekend. I had a good weekend.
I know. That's why I'm saying you had a very, very good weekend. Now, famously on this show last week, you said you said if you had to only pick one, you would have picked the football game.
Yeah,
Did you ever
I didn't have to.
Possible? Did you ever think it was possible you didn't have to pick either?
I didn't have to. It's all coming up me. It's all coming up Jack. It is it's just victory after victory. And I've said it before. Many of us who have been fans of this university's men's athletics in particular have been due what I've called an orgy of joy. And I believe it looks like, that's pretty much we're on the precipice of that right now here in my basement.
It did look like an orgy took place in there. You got to make sure you put trash bags all over all the valuables.
I understand. I would guess. I've never been to one, but I would think that would be helpful.
Well, we'll find out shortly if you short circuit something.
You do sound good so far, Jack. I was a little concerned. Concerned that something bad was going to happen.
We covered all of the many expensive pieces of equipment that I've got. My Wheaties box over here is falling over though, so hopefully that'll be good. That's a
yeah. You don't want to get the Wheaties
a collector's
wet.
item. That's a collector's item. Do you guys see? I brought cheese crumbles for the segment today. Sorry, do you mind if I snack? I'm very hungry.
Please go ahead.
Oh, is that what those were?
Indulge.
Yeah,
cheese crumbles.
Cheese crumbles.
Cheese crumbles. Yes,
they look like marshmallows.
No, they're the highest. I get them flown in directly from.
Get them flown in from where? Broken Bow.
I get it.
From Greece.
Wine and cheese. Wine and cheese.
No,
that's what fans of successful basketball programs in this state.
Well, specifically cheese crumbles. Listen, the rest, everybody else gets it. It's okay if you guys don't. Yeah, I get these flown in from Greece, so they're really good.
No, that was.
I thought it was popcorn for a moment. I was very confused.
I had no idea what those were.
No, cheese crumbles. Cheese crumbles.
John wants to know if you're still hammered. Are you still hammered, Jack?
Not yet, but most of this one's on the floor. So
yeah.
And then that much of that one is pretty much.
Yeah, you've got some explaining to do to the missus when she gets home. She's going to wonder why the floor smells like cheap Andre.
I warned her.
Down there. I think that's
that. She doesn't. You know what? She doesn't really come down here. So I can do what I please. So
understandably
I can do what I please. Who do you have the callers you guys have been talking about? Who you have on your Creighton hot board now? What is it? Who's the top 5? Give me top 5 quick.
Well, which hot board are you? Oh, to replace our point guard that's injured? Yes.
No, I guess I assumed given what we saw, that's kind of been the talk this morning in Vegas, no?
No, not
We've only been on the air for like an hour, and half of that was just the crossover. So we haven't had a chance to totally dive in just yet.
And the other half of it was waiting for you to actually figure out where your camera was. So
I thought the camera, I thought it just would automatically put me in. That was what I thought I asked your producers to do, but apparently I don't totally know how this works. So
we can't turn on the camera on our end. You have to turn it on your
No,
end.
I wasn't asking you to turn it on. I thought a little black square would come up, to be honest, letting me know when
no.
I mean, if you want to get super technical about why I thought I was right, I can do that too. But
it doesn't do that anymore.
No, I know. For next year,
For next time.
Well, it seems here, judging by the reaction, that you're happier about the basketball result than the football result, which was a 180 from last week.
Who said this isn't baked in? I think everything crosses over. Cheese, I think every single event can be celebrated all at once, right? That's why I needed 2 of these.
Sure.
One for each game, and I got a third one for the volleyball team over there. So, if needed. It was great.
Best Nebraska sports weekend in how many years, Jack?
Well, everyone's asking that, and I'm trying. It probably it's the best combo of things in one weekend. That I don't know if there are any that compare. Just because normally the best weekends have been ones where one overriding thing was the great thing about it. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't have
the national. Obviously, when they won the national championship, that was great. Great weekend.
Pretty
but that
solid weekend.
I mean,
that was only one thing.
It was only one sporting event or a volleyball team national championship. It could have been that night that the Nebraska volleyball team won the national championship, and that spy guy from Kansas hit the 3 against Nebraska, and then James Palmer got murdered, and they didn't call it. That could have been it. That had potential, but it didn't happen.
That was a good night. Didn't you get the basket or the volleyball match on the big screen at PBA? And many were reaching out saying thank you, Jack, for doing
Look, I don't like to call myself a hero. Again, those are your veterans. Those are your first responders. Those are the troops. If I did, I did. If I did, I did. You let the people say what they may. I'm not going to say it.
Nice. Nice.
So does this make up for what does this make up for? How many years of pain? All of them? Some of them?
I mean, basketball-wise, it's just been one. It's
no, I'm just saying the whole thing, the collective. I mean, everything coming together in one. Does it make up for anything, or is this just the start of great things?
This is just the start. I assume this will be pretty much every Monday going forward. This type of setup here. This is the new era, right? The groin kick. This was the end of the groin kick era. No,
the groin kicks are done.
RIP. Right? RIP 2016 to 2024.
A tombstone in Canva, a tombstone that says the groin kick era, which we decided it began 2015, September of 2015. Okay. It dies in November of 2024. Almost a decade of solid groin kickings is over.
I'll make a groin kick tombstone.
No, but in all seriousness though, I knew I would give John a hard time. I would be brutal. Also, are those pull tabs on your sunglasses to pull them down? Or does something come out? What is that?
That's just the design.
It's there's pull tabs on them. Huh.
does.
I thought
it
a little
does.
ticket came out of there, like a lot.
Yeah,
I Vegas.
I don't know why they. I don't know. Actually, you know what? It's like a spoiler. It's like a little lip. See?
Wow, it
They
is.
protrude out. It's aerodynamic. Keeps me on the ground.
I thought it would be cool.
I can't get to walking too fast on the strip.
So I thought it would be cool, just in the fun of a friendly rivalry, to maybe do some good with this whole thing. The rivalry between John and I, and we kind of become enemies for a few days. And so I thought, I should do something special, just to show that all's good. So I made a decision. I have pledged to make a donation to John's favorite charity. $100 for every field goal Ryan Kalkbrenner made. So I've made a nice souvenir check. Whoops, it's upside down. So John, you'll just need to, you're the official scorer there, aren't you? So I'll just write in the amount as soon as you check your score sheet, and sure. I will sign this, and you can bring it to the ATM, send it to your favorite charity, and yeah, there we go. So congrats. I wasn't scoring the game at home personally. I was alone and didn't have time to do that. So I figured best player, like how could we do the most good for the most? And like, what about points for their best player, or field goals for their best player? So,
field goals attempted or made, Jack?
Made. Yeah, made. I wanted, made, obviously. No, nobody does that. Oh, geez, that looks weird.
Yeah, he's a train wreck in defeat. He's a train wreck in victory. He is a train wreck in life, ladies and gentlemen.
So just let me know.
Okay. All right.
We can put that on the wall of random behind us, John.
They killed the wall.
Oh, they did murder the wall of random.
As soon as I look that up, I'll let you know how much to fill in there. You can just write it in with whatever marker you have there. It was very odd. I mean, that is one of the stranger things I have ever seen in basketball. A team that took that few 2-point field goals, and the fact that Ryan Kalkbrenner famously had 0 field goals, but drew 10 fouls.
Yeah,
I would love to know if that has ever happened before, in a game. That was true.
Yeah, I'm glad you're admitting the officiating was skewed toward him. It's a big step.
No, I wouldn't.
It's a lot of calls. Look, we all see it. I'm glad you're saying it. I didn't want to,
I wouldn't say that, but it was listen, that strategy, which has been basically the Fred strategy for the last 3 games, it works when you're not making outside shots, and it works better this time than it even did a couple of years ago, because there were 3 big guys you could just throw out there and, basically play shifts, between Mia and Berke and oh my God, Andrew Morgan. Sorry. And listen, as much as people are going to talk about, how well they guarded Kalkbrenner, I'll tell you what was the most impressive thing to me. I thought the perimeter guards did a fine job of closing out and really trying to speed Creighton up. I mean, 417 turnovers.
Versus 7 for Nebraska? Is that what the final number was?
Yeah.
It was around half of it.
Yeah, I think it was 7. Mm-hmm. But it was a really finely tuned team effort. It really was. And as is always the case in these rivalry games, the team that comes out with that piss and vinegar, from the jump, if one side is not ready to go, it can snowball on you, and it kind of did there, especially at the beginning. It took a while for Creighton to get jump started to where it felt like, okay, hey, we got to fight back. I thought Nebraska came in with a perfect mindset for this game. I give Nebraska complete kudos on this one. They were clearly the better team on Friday, and there's no excuses, none at all.
I bet Creighton will pick things up and do well in this novelty tournament that they're in. It's run with a cash prize from the mob. Is that what this is?
Well, you mean like the rest of college athletics?
Do they break the arms of the teams that lose? Is that how it works?
No, that is not.
I mean,
how
they got guys in Vegas who can do that. I don't know if you know. That would be bad. Just there's already
okay over there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, you want me to ask a question? I don't.
Yeah,
you
what
guys,
are you doing?
You guys are having
You're
a great
just sitting here.
You're
just
having a
sitting
great
here. You're sitting here
conversation.
giggling like a little girl.
You
or
guys are
something.
having
It's
a great conversation about the. I was going to ask football questions, but
Go
it seems
ahead.
like it's a basketball interview today. Jack, you wouldn't stop tweeting about bowl destinations. Have you decided?
I wouldn't stop. I think
on-
I tweeted like twice, but okay.
Many people were reaching out and saying, "Man, Jack is tweeting about bowls a lot."
Yeah.
I
tweet about a lot of things way too much, overkill. I would not put that on the list of things I did.
Where do you want to go, and what seems most likely?
If I for some reason keep holding out this hope that I'm going, and I don't know why I'm not. So like there are two ways to think about it. There's like if you're going, right? Which I'm not, definitely. But if I were going, it would be probably Phoenix or what's the one in or Tampa. Phoenix or Tampa. I don't know the names of the bowls anymore. The Insight.com bowl or the Outback bowl. Whatever.
Yeah, it's the Relia Quest, and I can't remember what the Phoenix
yeah,
bowl.
those would be.
I think that's the Rate Bowl.
That's the Rate Bowl.
I think that's the Rate Bowl.
Yeah, that's quite the name now. So I think I would largely pick it based on when the game was. I'd like a New Year's Day bowl. So I think that's the Tampa game, right? That's New Year's Day. And that's against an SEC
That's
game.
the 30th, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not
30th now.
You got to remember that the
Jack,
first is being taken over by the playoff again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It depends when the games are. I don't even fully know the bowl schedule. Look, I'm sort of getting.
Well, there's one, Jack. It's Monday. It's Monday the 30th, and that's the one that is on during the show. Or
that's
is that
the Music City
Bowl?
Music City is Monday,
Yeah.
December 30th. The Relia Quest is New Year's Eve at 11 a.m.
Okay, that's the one that I was thinking of. Then.
Yeah.
And then the Mayo Bowl is the one that's on Friday night.
Okay.
January.
Yeah.
That's the one that I want.
Matt Rule in Mayo would be funny. That's
It would
against
be good for the bit. Also, it wouldn't be on during the afternoon. Like I like it from
it's
a
an
variety
ACC
of
team, though, right? That's
it's
like
the only night. Yeah,
wait,
it's the only night game. It's the only night bowl that Nebraska's eligible for.
Could Nebraska send Mac Brown out with Mayo?
Sounds like Mac's going to stay.
He says he wants to stay for another year.
Well, are they going to let him?
Good question.
That's a good question. I don't know.
That would be maybe. I'm trying to think of the best opponent game situation because Arizona's a Big 12 team, right? Like I've seen TCU and Texas Tech. I don't know. None of those sound real compelling, right?
Hey, what if they got to play Kansas? That'd be fun.
Or
Kansas
K-State
wins this week?
What if they play Colorado again?
No, thank you.
rematch versus Colorado. Kansas,
That
K-State.
That would be the ultimate.
Kansas would be
slap.
fun. I want to see them versus an old Big 8 team not named Oklahoma or Colorado. No, I guess I'd be cool with Oklahoma. They played them recently, though. Kansas State would be fun. Kansas would be fun. I think even Missouri would
I have
be
no desire for TCU, though.
Oh,
Also, but Dana Holgerson basically designed their defense, I thought, so that'll be an advantage.
Yeah, but they're an old Big 8 team, John. They could play them in one of the SEC
I
bowls.
thought you were referring to them as a Big 12 team.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to see someone new. We mentioned Alabama as a possibility.
Yeah, that would
In
be
Tampa?
LSU.
Yeah,
Tampa, LSU in Tampa?
Or in the Music City Bowl, Jack. It
Lane
seems like
Train?
it's either Tampa or Nashville.
Or
They
Music
could play
City.
any one of those number of teams.
I saw a projection for LSU in Music City. I
Yeah.
saw that, so. Yeah, I don't know. Like, honestly, it's as important to me about, like, the time. This might be a dumb way to look at it, but, like, the prestige is less important to me than the time. The time number one and the opponent number two, probably, is the way that I look at it.
I know that feeling.
And there's only one night game.
There's only and that's the mayonnaise bowl.
Everything else is early afternoon. Well, the Rate Bowl is in the middle of the afternoon. Well, of course, the way the sun goes down now early, it'll practically be dark.
That's true.
But yeah, a lot of early games. It's not the greatest schedule in the world, but beggars can't be choosers.
That is true.
That's right. I have to learn, like, what has happened. It'd be nice to see a timeline of what's happened with bowls since Nebraska was last there.
Seriously, we are going to enter into an era where Nebraska will have opt-outs, and don't forget the portal opens up early, So the roster is going to change a whole bunch, whether it's with opt-outs or with portal guys.
They asked Matt Rule about if the newcomers would be in the practices, like the incoming freshmen, and I didn't even realize they could do that. Like their new is the field still 100 yards long for Bulls? How many other changes are there?
It is.
Like what else has been going? I need Nebraska fans could use a bowl primer. Like a nice little how-to video
line like they used to way back when. It's all different.
Like last time Nebraska was in a bowl, they were getting iPod touches in the swag bag. It
was a much different time. You couldn't even pay players back then.
Yeah, it's
straight cash.
Hey guys, it's a Motorola Razr and an Xbox One.
Hey, don't mock it. First Xbox we ever had in our house was thanks to a bowl trip. So. That was a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there are a lot of things that have changed about it. But the point about the practices, we talked about the practices before, but the fact that some of the early enrollees could be involved in some of those practices, that's truly an extension of spring football.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I know that Alabama over the years have had true freshmen practice with them before national championship games. It's wild.
They can't play though, right? They can't play, obviously.
They are not allowed to play, no. But they can practice.
I don't know anything about Bulls. I don't know how this works. Red shirts, do Bulls count for the red shirt number? No?
No. Bulls do not count for the red shirt.
So anybody can play.
Correct.
Even if they played 4 and they want to keep their red shirt.
Even if they had played 4.
Okay. Yeah. That's good to know. Hello, Riley Van Poppel.
There you go. Yep.
Well, I mean, your drunken party. At what point does it end? At what point do you allow yourself now to think about? Because this is your bleep week. This is Iowa week. This is the in-laws.
First of all,
or have you completely sold this idea that the groin kicks are done? This is over.
Jeez, that's a real sensitive bottle there.
It's a very sensitive bottle.
I'm gonna enjoy tonight, and then tomorrow gonna turn the page and focus on South Dakota #1. Okay, South Dakota Wednesday night at Devaney at Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's a 5:30 start. The nation obviously is going to be watching. AP voters going to be very interested in that to see
another BTN Plus game, Jack.
There's obviously going to be a lot of eyes on that one on Thanksgiving Eve.
Think of the promos they can now do on BTN Plus. Winners play on BTN Plus.
That's true.
You can't watch us unless you're willing to pay $50 a month. But winners play here.
Yeah, I don't even know what's I don't think I can live this life of winning all the time, you guys. This is the third major sort of party event I've been involved in 4 days with all these wins. And if I may have to do another one Friday night, and that's in addition to giving thanks on Thursday. At some point, this winning is exhausting, needing to celebrate so much. So, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this.
And as you said earlier, Jack,
I just hope you make it.
The groin kick era.
It's over.
We have said it's done.
There's no more close losses, right? No more.
It's true. They this whole idea about why they need to learn how to win a close game, man. No.
You want to know how to not lose a close game? You win by 19.
You win by 19.
That is a real good Debbie Downer way to look at this game. Well, still didn't get a close win. They still didn't break that seal on the close wins. That would have been nice if they could have done that, to be honest. Yeah.
By the way, I just got a text message. Nebraska game on Wednesday is on Real BTN. Kevin Kugler is apparently on the call. Actual TV. You'll be calling a game.
Yeah, I won't.
Maybe I'll watch. I'll put it on my computer and I'll show it to you at the arena on Wednesday night.
I'll be busy. I don't.
During commercials, I'll show you the score.
I don't need any more PTSD.
Say hi to CJ Wilcher for me. To ask him if he knows Nebraska beat Creighton. If you see him. He probably knows, but just check. It'd be good if you could tell him.
I will do that. I'll tell him. I'll tell him thanks for all the memories of being on all those gas pump advertisements when I was pumping gas. That's an inside joke for people who go to U-Stop.
I get it.
It was that in the weather forecast. It was like clockwork. I just set my watch by it. All right. Well, enjoy the champagne. Enjoy the fruits of victory. You've earned it. It's you. I'll get back to you on how much you can fill in that check for.
Yeah, just check. You might need to check with the Big East and get the official numbers. And that's fine. I can wait.
Will a bank take a check that big? Can I take that back to a bank?
Yeah, you've got to endorse it back here.
This feels very Jackie Moon full court shot. Legitimacy.
Well,
I gotta tell you, there's a weird.
This is a very legit address. You can find me here. In Crimetown. So
43430 O Street, Crimetown, USA.
And if you notice, check number 7463. So that's good. That's just was the next one. That was just the next one in my giant checkbook.
The next one in your checkbook.
I write a lot of these. I just got like $8 of groceries with one too recently. And so,
nice. The check's worth more than the groceries.
Good to see you, Jack.
Yeah.
See you later. Have fun in Vegas.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'm having fun because I'm not near you. There he is. Very, very happy. Very happy, Jack Mitchell.
Very happy.